Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are continuing our preview of the 2014 Belmont Stakes right now with David Schwab, contributing horse racing writer for SBR Forum. We just got finished discussing the favorites in the race, and we agree that we might have a real contender here for the Triple Crown in California Chrome. Now we're going to take a look at the Longshots. David, thanks for being back with us.
Okay, sure. Great to be back here.
All right. We're going to analyze the Longshots here, and for betting the Belmont Stakes, even if California Chrome does win this race, it's still important to find value with Longshots for exotics, and from my perspective, more importantly for matchup props. You can make a lot of money betting a long shot with value against a long shot that's overvalued, forgetting about the winner and the favorites. All right, let's take a look at. Let's start with a Wicked Strong. The Belmont, typically, the horses that do well in the Belmont are horses that did run in the Kentucky Derby, and there's only 5 here, and one of them is, of course, California Chrome. Wicked Strong did run in the Derby, and I'm thinking that Wicked Strong might be due for a good showing here.
I love that horse going into the Derby, and just such a crowded field. I still was impressed with the 4th place finish, and the fact that he had skipped the Preakness to just kind of concentrate on this race. Yeah, he's definitely going to be one of my when you talk about matchup type horses. And if anything that he gets favorable odds on, I think there's a lot of value in that horse.
All right, and another horse that has caught my eye, which is a big outsider, is Commissioner. He's at plus 3,000 right now at 5 dimes. Wicked Strong was just plus 800. And Commissioner is an interesting horse. He lacks a stakes win, and he didn't run in either the Derby or in the Preakness, but he ran a great race in the Peter Pan. His dosage index is very good, and he ran a 100-plus speed figure in the Peter Pan. So I'm thinking maybe at plus 3,000, he might be one of these horses that comes from way out of nowhere, and if he doesn't win at a big long shot price, comes in second or third.
Yeah, I'm just reviewing my notes on the half of this horse, and I think that the 2 biggest pluses: one, that Peter Pan Stakes was at the Belmont, so he does have experience running on that track for whatever that's worth, and his pedigree suggests that the added distance of the Belmont should not be an issue for this horse.
Right.
He's not a front runner, and so he does have to be able to compete. So I think there's the 2. If you want to pick out a couple things about this horse that I'm looking at, and plus I like the fact that he is trained by Top Pleasure, and some of the top trainers. You have to give that a little bit of more credence when you have a top trainer behind you, and so kind of adding those things up together, especially at plus 3,000.
Right.
That's definitely going to add some value to those numbers.
All right. Well, those are the 2 long shots that I think I'm favoring the most at the moment. Out of the rest of the horses in the race, besides California Chrome and On Curlin, which horses do you think have caught your eye as being maybe long shots with value? And if either of my horses are the ones that you want to discuss, please indicate it and reiterate some of the key points.
I like both of those, and I'm just trying to look through my list, and the one I really liked was Kid Cruz, but he was scratched, so right. I kind of had to start from scratch, when I got to looking at the long shots. But the one that kind of maybe jumps out at me a little bit is General A-Rod. Now he has run in both the Derby and the Preakness. He was 11th in the Derby, and he rebounded with a 4th place finish in the Preakness. Once again, the concern is that he has run both races, and that obviously is a little bit more of a drain than maybe some of these horses that sat back and took the Preakness off. But I kind of see him. I'm looking at the morning line odds. I don't have the 5 dimes odds on him. I'm looking at the morning line odds that came out after the post position, and he's at 20-1. So that's why. He kind of caught my eye as possibly the horse. I probably want to dig a little bit deeper into him before Saturday's race, right. But he's just he seems to be getting gotten better over the 2 races. So that was one that kind of jumped out at me, and the other one that was that I looked at, but he scratched as well with Social Inclusion, so he's out. So I'm kind of back at the drawing board looking for some solid long shots. But if I had to name one other than the 2 you had named, I would go with General A-Rod.
I'm seeing plus 2,500 at 5 dimes right now, 25-1 at 5 dimes. Those are the odds right before the call. So you might have something there. All right, thanks so much, David. Now let's move on to the 3rd segment where we'll give our picks and discuss matchup props.